everybody, welcome back to Pyanodons, where I realized I am a fool. I am a fool's fool. So, let me ask you a question. An example here. How are bots going to place this? It is not in construction range of anything. So, got a little bit of reworking to do. Yeah. The hell? That's strange. Anyways, here it is. Is that? No. Here it is. Ah. Oh. Damn. And of course, that goes for these little middle areas too. Okay. Let me think. Hmm. Hmm. I do have one idea. We stagger it like that. So this blockchain thing. Hmm. Hmm. Then let me see what that looks like without these. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, a gap in there. I guess that's just a product of the fact that these are on the same location. Hmm. Hmm. Damn stupid Pyanodons. Hmm. Let me go up here. Should always treat them up. Okay. Not a bad looking grid right there. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, what? Oh, right, there's no power going to any of them. Hmm. Still, that works. Wait, does it? I don't think it does because they're not in range. Let me think of something. Hold on. In fact, I need to test something. Where are the cheat mode items? The hell? Where's the cheat menu? How did I get these two? Well, that's strange. I need a void chest. Okay. I have no way of getting roboports out there. That's strange. Okay. Let me do something silly here. Okay, it's lagging a bit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna give it a minute. We'll wait for it to respawn, but it has stopped responding. Ah, there it goes. Okay. How unusual. I did not save the game, but I know the concept, so. Hey, autosave. See if that fixes the cheat menu. Nope. Okay. I'll take a picture of that. Oh, boom. There you go. Just had to turn it back on and back off again. Okay. Okay. Any one of these bitches? Bring them over here. You know. Now then, let me. Really, I have to put them on my hotbar to use them. So give me them. So I'm going to. Okay. I was really hoping that would be settable. Here you go, an infinity chest. This is what I was wanting. Here, boom. So now I have bots in here. So this is my construction range. What happens if I build a very large building? Or some a little bigger. What's a sulfur mine? I can't just build that anywhere. I guess this is probably the biggest building I have access to right now. Okay. So what if I just build only the tip inside the construction area, right? Like right here? Is that... Oh. Hold on. So now, hold on. Ask provider chest. Oh my goodness. Okay. There. Oh, here you go. What's a super big building? The smeltery. Smelter. All right. I want to build one of those. Right there. No, fuck. Okay, obviously I put one here. Bot goes and build it. As you can see, it's not as big as I thought it was. Hold on. Let's say I only put it partially in. So it's looking like what the middle has to be inside of it. Yep, the middle of the machine has to be inside the construction range. Okay. Well, that matters for how we build roboports. That's a nice animation. Anyways, so if that's the case, I mean, let me just see, you know? Let me just see here. Robo port and extender. So knowing that, and with this turned off, would you be able to build here? Oh. Would be able to build the extender, but not the port. Probably because of the up parity. Let me try. What if I were to place this here? Yeah, you can see. Oh. Okay, well, builds it. Huh? Oh, yeah, right, because of the parity, because obviously that's up. So, it can build both if I manage to power. Oh, no, it looks like they did build that. Hold on. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why they give the the construction zone thing a little bit of power to start off with. So that way it can build. Because the bots will build that, and then they'll see that's in range, and so then they'll build the other one. Oh. But of course, that's presuming the source of the Roboport is close enough to place down within that short time frame. But if I'm powering everything, right? Like if, like as long as they can place it at all, they'd be able to place cables to and from it. So let me test something here. Right. Let's see here. I use something like that. And so, okay, I can do all that. Back to doing this now. So long as the cables going to it would lie within here. At the construction range. It looks like the range takes up like half a block here. You see what I mean? Let me do some more testing. Oops. I don't know how to cancel that out. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. So will they build, oh, shoot. Will they build that? They will build that. Okay, so I can treat this as being a covered tile. So here's where the construction extender would be. I just have to make sure any cables I place down are within this area. Right, because I know it gives off a little bit of construction radius, but I can't depend on that if Roboport construction ends up slowing down. You know, it would lose that little area it had before too long. So Let's test that. I'm going to deconstruct all this. Add some storage chests. Okay. I am going to, from here, place this down, delete that. So now here's this guy. He's extending the zone. But in a moment, since he has no power, what? There you go. This electricity will slowly die out. Why is it not slowly dying out? This is strange behavior. Wait, I think, is it losing power? Okay, I think it is losing power now. Yeah. Should be at least, minimum consumption, and it's not getting anything, so. Yep, there you go. So this is how we need to treat, in terms of placing down power poles, this is how we need to treat the construction. We could treat it radially. Like, I know the block is kind of based on this range, but a single grid tile contains 4 blocks within itself. And we know that each block contains, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like a 6x6 of roboports, roughly. So, let me think about something here. So I'm just gonna put these down. And obviously one cannot build the other because they're not in range. Let's just put down that 6 anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So this is roughly the diagonal length of a single block. Okay. So now then I'm going to add a 7th. And actually, I'm going to add that as one of these guys. Hold on. Trying to figure out where the halfway point is. Because it's a 3x3, yeah. So then this have to line up like right there. And that's where our intersection is. Hmm. These always need to treat this as being top right. Which is a problem now because that's off grid. I would have to go 2 down. So we could switch that parity to bottom right, but I think that also has its own problems. I need to think about that. Oh. Okay. So now we know that if we have this intersection built, that can construct this, okay? And so all we need to do is, instead of putting this on some kind of side, we put it into the block, right? Block interior. With this having that length, right? Boop. That's gonna fall within, this is gonna fall within range of it. Right? Oop. So we chain that. We chain that all the way inside, and that'll give us plenty of room for power poles and whatever else, you know. And boop. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. One thing I'm thinking about is, one, do I even need logistic chains for, like, do I even need to connect their logistic zones? I think I do. Because that's how they see, like, the storage chest to place down shit. So I do need to have the global network of storage. And, right now we'll just do like that, and then like that. Or maybe not directly close to them like that, because I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put power poles. So we do this here. So then I'll need a way of hooking the this into the grid. So I could just put one like right here, you know? Hmm. Well, that fits perfectly there. Is the same going to be true for if I were to take this and rotate it? This would probably be connected like that. And what is the range on this? Wow, reach 64. That's pretty long. So that would reach all the way over there. And so then we need this bit. Mm. See, there's where that parity issue is coming in. I think right here is correct, because if I take this, moving bottom right, right? Because our new parity right now is bottom right. That looks correct. Okay. And you see that's not lining up radially because of the parity issue. Schnikes. Damn, 3x3 robo ports. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Let me just see if I can figure something out here. Okay, so no, that actually works out. So it may work out better than I think it does. I think it will. There it all is. It says, I mean, that may, because this being one tile to the right is going to end up screwing with things. I just know it. Oh. Boom. And so then that, that. Here. This should need to be placed right here. That doesn't need to be there. This. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. We end up getting something like that. These should all be radially symmetrical. Like so. So that's what a new grid would look like. Ugh. The problem is how I'm like, this just turned back on. Oh, because there's in there. Okay. The problem is how I am going to connect logistics to the outside of the grid, right? Because let's look at the tileability of this. We keep the bottom right parity, and so question is this still touching this side? And it looks like it is, which is great. So this works for tileability, which I am very surprised about. And then this actually touches both, which is also good. So along the middle, let's see here. I don't want to handle this because I think one. So long as this is flat, yeah, with that, we know this will be able to build this as well. Let me go put this up here and over here. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, could just have one of these. One. One of these like right here, keeping that bottom right parity. And then of course I'd have to build another one right here. And then keep going. Oh man, what are these edges? Oh, how wide is that? It's like a 2-block gap right there. Man, ain't some bullshit. Bruh. Hmm. It's gonna be the best way to handle this. Yeah, I need tape line here. It's 17. So right here is about the middle. We could do there and there. That would handle both. So then this should all slot into here, like so. Boom. And let's drop this here for now. Oh, power. There you go, just taking a minute. And so that fills in that like that. So now I don't get how a construction zone extender works. Let me do some testing here. Right. I put you here. Um Obviously you're not a roboport. Let's say I do put a roboport over here. Right? And I put a provider chest right here. That's on the zone. And a storage chest. Also not in the zone. Okay. Right. Hmm. So let me make sure I copy this correctly. This is bottom right parity. So yeah, that you can see that perfectly diagonalizes. Oh, I didn't actually copy this portion. Whoops. Oh my goodness. I love theory crafting rails. Whoops. Okay. So this is what a block would look like. Hmm. Let me think. Before I do anything, let me go and copy this into a blueprint and save it. Hmm. Hmm. Now let's assume I should take a row report, right? I'm going to drop it right here, and I'm going to say, okay, this is where I want to start my block. Okay. Let me drop you. Super construction bots. Let me fill you in here. You have infinite of row reports, infinite of extenders, then infinite of these things. And infinite of these things. So now where did I put it? Is that this? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to delete everything inside here. Right? And I need to go ahead and let me go ahead and hook all this in real quick. I don't know how I'm going to wire that, but that's, I'm going to wire it somehow. Okay. We'll do the same for over here. Okay. So from just this alone, it should be able to handle this. And I'm gonna... That's fine. Boom. All filled in. Okay, let's undo that. And now, instead of super construction bots, let's actually Let's use normal construction bots. Shoot. The chest is going to have that same data on it. Okay. Let's run that test again. Fuck. Okay. So right away they come out. They place this roboport. And that gives us range to place that. That'll give us range to place the next one. Hmm. As well as the next extender. And so that all seems to work wonderfully. So then with that out of the way, let me get rid of let's see here. I'm going to copy this little setup and put it into here. And then I am going to deconstruct all this. And those can just fly around for a while. Wish I could just nuke them from orbit. Anyways. We now get rid of all this. I'm going to put one here and let's see here, like here. And I need to connect everything up with wires, not to mention all the pipes too. Let me work on wires first. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Something like this, perhaps. Right. And then, like from here, we go up. And from here, we go left. And you see, it creates like this cross section. Hmm. Oh. That's not symmetrical at all. That's fine. So then we do something like this. Oop. Just like that. But it doesn't remove connections? Man, that ain't some bullshit. Here. Capture that whole intersection here. Oops. That wasn't the right hotkey. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I did this one wrong. Okay. This might be too many poles. Too many power poles, maybe, but who cares? I've got the aluminum. I've got the aluminum. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this radially. Cool part about radially symmetrical blocks, you only gotta make something of 1/4 of the time. I'm pretty sure I can just do like H. It's all like also symmetrical in other ways. Holy shit, dude, my stomach is screaming at me, man. Why am I so hungry right now? That doesn't look correct. Okay. That all looks somewhat correct. Except some of the lines here. Okay. Okay. How many electric poles is that? 1.7 thousand. Good God. Okay, my stomach is about to kill me. Ugh. Let me cut the stream here because I don't know how long I'm going to be. But when I get back, we'll maybe look at another design for power poles because it's a little inefficient, especially when you get like 4 all over in here. I think there's definitely a better way to do this.